Can't be a silver suit if I've never been sued before, and they can't go forth and make up bogus shit like one point in time that applied to people saying all sorts of fucking shit about someone without realization. If there's no footage in between it, like if say, David, do you have to stop somewhere and go in a restaurant and they say one thing and another thing occurred, and then they have the ability to go back and say one thing and another thing occurred without realization. It's all on film. But if they can't go back and replay something, or they go back and play something and then they had some weird realization, they said shit first without even being nowhere near them or fucking even communicating with these people, look you up and tell you a bunch of crazy shit. I have a fucking mole right there. Nobody will have like long fucking fingernails and all sorts of shit in between to have the notion of having. I don't have a brown. My hair's not brown. It's fucking jet black, and it has a streak that I had even during the time frame. I had the same fucking sweater pants from Blockbuster from 2010. Now I'm fucking clean. That I don't have no shit stains in my fucking underwear, even though now that I'm diabetic or whatever the fuck, things change. But I lost weight, and there's something above, like those raccoons that I fucking mocked. A bit, I drawed a fucking raccoon in the background with the limousine thing was based off me being injured and having the ability of having that back then. And it was around fucking 2012 into 13 back then. And they had a gathering that they didn't really have a notion of knowing why they even did that, if they were going to turn their backs and be cruel with those Hollywood people and all sorts of other shit, like how you see in the Hollywood films of one person goes through extremes and then goes, they go out of their way to fucking be weird with you. That's not going to use them as offenses. They go fucking be weird with you. But I'm not doing anything that bad to them, but they're fucking telling you a bunch of crazy shit in one setting, and I'm not saying anything really that fucked up, but notion of them not knowing if you have a mole inside your face and it would appear to have glasses on 24F and 7, they're going to look weird having somebody else with some other creepy shit that there's no way of nearing that I'm not as Amazonian as other fucking fools. My Amazonian is more fucking like large and your arms are thicker. My arms aren't as thick. I mean, it may appear thick, but I'm not like fucking big ass guy that's tall. So I'm tall, but I'm not that Amazonian. I have to put all this fucking shit that I have away, and I don't have anything bad in my bloodstream, or I would have fucking already croaked. I don't have fucking COVID, and I'm not gonna get put in anything if I don't have COVID. I had wisdom teeth for needed to be like taken out, but I'm not gonna do that. I still have I still have my fucking teeth, so I can go and make some sort of weird mockery about somebody else if there's a reason of having to draw this shit out from point B because they fucking demonstrated it. As a demonstrating it, it's fucking. If you go to Judge Judy with this shit, they're gonna look at the other fucking guy. He's fucking crazy. That's why when I played that Tony Hawk when it was colder out with Mariah Carey in the background singing, is because I fucking didn't have tattoos. I didn't post the damn thing where I shown the apps and that shit where you log into game trailers back then in 2010 or whatever. During that notion of time, I wasn't a serial fucking killer because I had uploaded shit on that thing. And they can go back when Casey Anthony had their mom and dad were cops, like my Aunt Frances and Frank Flores. The abilities to go back on computers and shit, and all those apps and that shit are on there. So my fingernails are real fucking long. So I can't go forth and put plastic fingernails with some other fucking dude and put fucking makeup on and make it seem like I'm somebody else or have somebody do that when I'm not wearing glasses 24/7. I can get fucking glasses that they might not. I don't put them on at all because it's fucking just weird to have those on. And they're saying I have Down syndromes, but they are more fucking prone to that than I am. If they have to go through hearing these people tell you a bunch of creepy shit over and over and over fucking again until you fucking have the ability to go to the hospital complaining about this shit. And they don't even give a fuck if you have to go to the hospital appointments or having an appointment made and having gone to it multiple fucking times. And I got something from going to those fucking appointments via staph infection isn't COVID. 2019 going to 20 was weird because that's when COVID fucking hit, and then mass hysteria with all those people fucking having complaints about people with the flu-like symptoms and fucking nausea and all sorts of other shit, and I didn't have that, but this diarrhea from having gallbladder, the green pouch out of your stomach, and having surgical effing scars from that 2018 going into 19, and it bumps shit when you get fucking bumps and shit on your stomach area from that shit happened to me. But I didn't have any fucking thing other than having a gallbladder surgery done. I was bloated. I wasn't as thick as the person walking through whatever the fuck Parks and Recs knows. I'm completely different from that guy that had almost the same exact blue polo, but the difference is the white stripes and black stripes I had. The shit that he had was lime green or yellow and different stripes on the blue polo with hair similar to mine, and it was more Amazonian with thick arms and shit. So they can't go forth and act fucking crazy with somebody. All this information that I posted out isn't really fun having that posted out, but what the fuck are you supposed to do if they're not being fair with you? And that Cupid shit on Facebook where they have like you can meet people that's similar to fucking whatever the fuck a dating app that I was trying to explain that had all that shit, but you fucking have to go forth and make a video saying that if you have Face ID, when you put the face on, it's close their eyes. They can't log into it and do anything fucking to you if they're fucking weird with your information and acting like you fucking shouldn't be able to post that. But I'm not like posting anything like fucked up. There's people like in Huggies commercials, like I said back then, they were in commercials. People that are not even their fathers and daughters or whatever the fuck, taking showers and shit and having the baby wash their ass or whatever and fucking those commercials. And they don't do a goddamn thing to them. They probably laugh about that shit. But they had somebody on here on YouTube that had the ability to fucking make a mockery like of somebody farting, and they made baby noises and shit, acting like they were doing that shit. And it fucking had the notion they have more freedoms than fucking those 3 war veterans. That's what's fucked up about this shit. That the people that do worse shit on TikTok, there's people breastfeeding on TikTok and Snapchat. They do fucking just pop their kid out and the kid nibbles on it, and that's worse than the shit I've fucking never had the ability. That notion of knowing that, and then they fucking think, oh, this guy shouldn't have the ability to post anything if he fucking had a surveillance on his house and they didn't do anything originally. Like knowing that they had surveillance on the house at one point in time for those 3 years, 2017, 18, and 19, because we had people over when I was 18 going through high school years up until I turned 18, and knowing that they fucking had the ability to come back and say something or have the ability to have photographs and shit. That's why I fucking had to. That's why you had that. Because you fucking showed that and you fucking showed that it wasn't somebody else. Because the other fucker's more Amazonian, like more taller and thicker than you are. And the only reason why my face got like weird, like it would blister up and shit, like it would have like marks and shit because it fucking felt possessed or fucking had sunburn or fucking the medicine that you fucking take at the time has side effects. And they kept saying, oh, you're not going to experience any side effects. You'll be fine. Take the medicine for so many months and then you get hooked on it from the fucking pharmacist. And I should have known this shit because that Resident Evil fucking creepy ass pharmaceutical enterprise umbrella had the biggest ability to fucking write off medicines off people that take medicines for a living. You should know this and you go through and play all that fucking shit. It's like how that is. But there's no goop that would fucking make you fucking reverse fucking health. Like me, your health is okay and they didn't have anything wrong with your internal organs, any damage. Then they must have not had anything bad in your bloodstream. Then just fucking had a staph infection is either when you get hugged by a nurse or somebody who had they fucking have the ability to know that your internal organs would have fucking failed by then. But man, fucking, it wasn't makeup. I don't have makeup kits. I don't have wigs. I wish I had fucking ability to put makeup on, but fucking don't have that ability. Shit isn't makeup. I went in the fucking Northland. I went to the gym all those times and sweated my ass off. And I had it on the Twitter live or whatever, and I had to. No, I didn't want the television on with the music because they say if somebody else plays something in the background, it's not like TikTok or Snapchat has the ability you can play any music in the background. And even then, that shit's not even fucking right. It's when I put it on private, and I took Twitter and put it on public because it keeps saying shit that I wasn't at that point in time. In 2009 to 10, I kept wearing that blue long sleeve old Navy shit with those blue clothes, but Fuck it, there wasn't nobody there with long sleeve blue shit murking people at 4 in the morning. If I was lazy, I wouldn't have been there. I wouldn't even have the ability to fucking track down the son of a bitch. If it was already fucking signed, then he would have already had been somewhere else besides Missouri and Kansas. He kept saying he was the wind and then something about Texas. They would have been fucking in Texas. I wouldn't fucking had no idea where the fuck that guy would have been at 4 in the morning. Anyway, I had no notion of having a tracking device on anybody or anything, but they fucking tell you a bunch of creepy shit, and you got like a fucking just hear them telling you a bunch of creepy shit. From then on, 2007, I went to Anderson. 2006, I was in Shawnee Mission, but truant officers had me from Missouri and Kansas because my relative lived in Kansas. And I had to go back to Missouri, but it wasn't fucking anybody's business, and it wasn't nobody fucking pulling the strings for me to pay off something when you had to take a test. And by the time most of the test taken, I was able to pass it and had the fucking whatever grade point average needed to be to even write grants and shit from drawing that shit. And I don't have no fucking MS-13 written on my arm. All that shit was video game characters and shit. That Kingdom Hearts shit's creepy as fuck anyway, because it fucking has them seem like they're gangsters and shit. And gangs and shit is very fucking E for everybody. I didn't like that fucking shit anyway, because there's this fucking notion of having them say all sorts of creepy shit about it. In Dragon Ball Z, the fucking Vegeta was possessed by the fucking devil. And he heard all sorts of Lucifer fucking shit coming from him, and they got angry at him, and it fucking had the ability and notion of having a brother who had the name of the fucking Bobbity or whatever the hell that shit was F. If they would use nicknames and shit, I don't know why the fuck they nicknamed the guy's brother after fucking effing having a Bible from fucking elementary school, graduating from and having some effing red Bible, fucking Lucifer effing shit. But as I thought the Bucky Barnes fucking Red Book 2, the fucking weird ass movie that had that character in a bank screaming off them using blood money that they used off Marvel, made fun of Yakuza 2 with Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool had them fucking murking Japanese people. And you don't see the old guy get a bunch of creepy shit happen to him that fucking Stan Lee did. So he was in Mallrats originally, and the guy put his hand down his pants and supposedly fired in his hand and fucking shaked his hand. But I don't know if they just back then that shit was weird. I had to fucking just kept all my shit to myself, but this fucking neighbor was weird saying, oh, a bunch of this, that, a bunch of this, that. Since somebody else's house, they fucking have a notion of having house parties. Then what the fuck? You can't go forth and have any fucking whatever the fuck life you think they have. They fucking go and mock shit and have people visit you and shit, but you didn't think they were gonna fucking go back and try to do something to everybody that you ever met. They can get sued up the ass if they even try to do some creepy shit like that, because you don't see them on the news fucking having the ability to fucking do creepy shit to people, and they don't get fucking anything wrong happen to them, and they do all sorts of eerie shit. They walk their dogs, and they had some on Channel 5 about that dogs being disease riddled and fucking COVID and all that crazy shit. I'll beat their fucking ass. I got ultimate energy. You son of a bitch. Kick them in the dash and shit. Fucking put the damn iPhone wasn't stolen if you have a receipt, and they didn't even go to the place where I bought it from. They're fucking stupid. I'm in way better shape than they are. They're on borrowed time telling me a bunch of creepy shit. That guy's a fool. I have proof of going to fucking school, documentation, videos of it. Fucking shit I hadn't shown off. The guy's over there more Amazonian and overweight's gonna look like a fool they're trying to impersonate somebody that was a grant maker. The whole reason why I put an actor on my Facebook shit, because they kept promising me fucking shit via all that shit, and they turn around and act all hysterical about the information you have. I had fucking eye surgery. Those sons of bitches had that. I'll wear steel toe boots and act like the motherfucking shit off fucking Isaac Clarke's creepy ass fucking space adventure and smash their face in. I don't want to play with me. I got steel toe boots in the fucking hall closet. I'll just wear that shit and kick them in the fucking nads. Creepy fat landscapers guy isn't fucking me. He's overweight. Look, I'm in better shape than him, motherfucker. I'm thin. That fat landscapers guy is a moron. Needs to get a life and get off people's fucking pages talking a bunch of shit. They don't even fucking know me. I wasn't even here for fucking 2 years, and I have to hear people tell me a bunch of creepy shit. They should lock his fat ass up too. I'm gonna put David Lame or David Pone or David Own on my shit. Broadcasting Live or Westlife Productions. Or Russ Lame. The West Touchers. I'm gonna put West Touchers down and broadcast. I'll wear steel toe boots if they fucking try to swat my ass and start murking them then and fuck go downstairs with a chainsaw and fuck them up. It'll be like the fucking ending of that weird ass fucking movie with the drill sergeant fucking dude. For the fucking creepy Yates guy, I don't fucking know how the fuck he even has. Be in any industry at all if he fucking has no ability to know what the fuck doctors do to people from having to fucking hear his fucking creepy ass at 4 in the morning via some weird soundboard surrogate shit where they fucking watch a feed and act like they were going to interview you back in the spring of 2015 going into 16 and hearing that chick when they had ADD laid plugging with the red light in the middle of it fucking caught what that fucker said. I'm blackmailing them via the one of us ain't gonna all skull and get marked up in some shit because one of them can go back on that and show that shit and what the fuck they're gonna say. Space alien broadcast that? I had fucking eye surgery. I'm not gonna get played like a fool and get jailed up by some punk ass dude that does this shit to everybody. Eventually, if they all move and lose their house, some angry mob will come back to some fat landscapers guy and just beat his ass. I know people besides some eerie ass shit that you don't want to fuck with me. Guy's overweight, laughs hysterically like a moron about shit when you have proof of it. Still looking like he did in 2004. They're on meth and shit. They have to be on meth to be able to fucking mock some actual proof of shit with able ability of knowing that shit can't be faked. And I'll put West Touchers broadcasting live then. They don't leave me the fuck alone or fucking West Touch. And put a string on military family because the people that do heirlooms off the fucking military, off the fucking post office, fucking try to do eerie shit. Now, Jerry Rosenborough was in the post office, but I never talked to him, only via the fucking invasion of privacy rule where they fucking go off military families and take off their heirlooms and shit via the postal service, or how else you want to explain it. Now, the Yates guy is fucking weird too. I ain't afraid of no white honky. They fucking keep talking shit. At least I have my teeth and I look younger than they do. They're all old and hysterical about your shit. I'm gonna say old and hysterical broadcasting live West Touchers. The West Touch. El Patron was a pedophile. That building's still up there. Fucking red pedophile should put hands going up there. Fucking have John Paul Garcia's ass fucking rainbow coming out of it. They don't want to leave me alone. have receipts for the iPhone. They ain't go to know anybody else. I ain't talked to anybody for like fucking 3 or 4 years now. I can't sue somebody who's a grant writer. If somebody has the availability of knowing it can't be an error when you fucking had the same clothes on at the house for how many effing years you had it. I had a lamb on my hand and draw the same effing sword. I can, yeah. I could draw a circle with the stitches of a baseball. I was a grant writer for the fucking murders and blood money off some old guy that worshiped Hispanic people, but they all talk shit about Hispanic people and they all do weird, creepy shit to people. Selena fucking Gomez is an example. If they go forth and make her seem like she's deliberately off and she's all thin in that shit. She had fucking same creepy shit in her fucking bloodstream. And I seen one I was countered at one point in time, so that's weird. Like they fucking whatever the fuck, not gallbladder, but fatty liver. So she had the same shit or whatever the fuck. So they did the same creepy shit as Hispanic people all crying on Matty Roads, talking about their COVID stories and shit. Hard telling what the shit they ever spread. Yeah, the shit. If you go back to that Lysol bottle in my room back in 2010, they had the SARS shit. Michael Jackson was already wearing a fucking SARS mask. All this shit somebody had explained to me at one point in time. That shit was on a bottle. You can read off the Lysol shit saying that whatever the fuck infection from them wearing masks and that shit, that fucking like how Melina off Mortal Kombat. But I'm not disease riddled because staph infection isn't COVID, and they're not going to jail my ass up for thinking all sorts of crazy shit when they're the ones having to go to these fucking appointments. They go back and play this. They can't say it's 50 people behind a black and white photo in a kitchen. That's why I hated this fucking shit. And it was fucking how. Yeah, if I have to focus this, and I went to school with an apple bitten in it because they fucking had an ability they can't watch what's on the device if you guys are military. And then it's fucking West touch off of the fucking Michelangelo fucking weird Ninja Turtle shit where they fucking have them getting mocked by the government and have some weird shredder shit try to fucking, I don't know, it's fucking weird. Man, Vanilla Ice is singing the fucking movie and that from the 90s. And all this paper is originally from Brian Cade because it's paper that fucking had the ability of notion and has like letters that are glowed in between, like iterated. Iterated means it's iterated in the paper. It's officially isn't fake. I had another thing that they can't go forth and call you a noob and all sorts of other shit when they can't go forth live stream half the shit from the abilities from start to finish. If I was a poser, I wouldn't be fucking young looking still from back then. The fucking guy is fat and stupid when they're telling you a bunch of creepy shit that makes sense to him to say half the shit that he says, and I draw a raccoon because there was a raccoon. The ability of fucking having notion of them pie being disease riddled because I wasn't here for 2 years, and the raccoon dies in the sewer down below, and a bloodstream goes into the waterworks and have people take showers and that shit, they can get fucking rabies and shit. That's why they act irate saying a bunch of shit, not unless they fucking had meth being able for everybody in Kansas, Missouri to smoke meth, and that's why they do irate shit. They act irate when they're on meth. And I have a damn mole inside my face. There's no fucking Missouri or West touch on my ass or West touch on my fucking. There's no John Paul Garcia scribbled on my fucking chest. I ain't murder that fucking bastard. That should they call it West Touch Broadcasting. They'll put El Patron, I'll put fucking hands going up and then draw a rainbow coming out of John Paul Garcia's ass. They don't leave me the fuck alone. They can't get me on saying that. As I said, a monster truck goes by Guadalupe Center, doesn't blow it up and fucking hops over or something like they fucking do. All sorts of creepy shit to people's families. And no notion of having them be creepy as fuck towards you via the hospital fucking system. Fucked up part about it isn't that Rosewood shit was fucked up towards that creepy Chris Medina's mom too. So hard telling. They're acting like they're the mafia with flip phones and shit too, acting like they're fucking douches. They have to hear the fucking lady effing say a bunch of creepy shit, and I stopped going around any of that shit because they're fucking weird. I went to the roastery and they're over there with my case manager, making fun of them saying that I was with that guy. And that guy is your fucking case manager. And I don't have fucking weird ability of notion of having them say a bunch of creepy shit. You probably caught that shit too. They fucking can't go forth and say that shit. Motherfuckers are crazy as fuck. The shit they say, they should get fucking locked up. They used to take fucking Hallmark cards and steal them outside of the fucking Guadalupe effing center. That they would get sponsored by Hallmark for whatever reason off Crown Center, and they would steal all the Hallmark cards and not give them to people outside of that for whatever the fuck reason, for no notion of having them act like they fucking are like miracle workers when they do instill people and fucking and do creepy shit. They had the meth addict right outside Guadalupe Center with meth money. He was bald headed, and the guy didn't have stitches back then and didn't get shot in the head. He got shot in his balls. That's why I draw the fucking Ganondorf leaning down. West Toucher. I'm gonna put West Touchers broadcasting live. You know, the logo is gonna be hands going up. John Paul Garcia's gonna have a rainbow coming out of his ass. They all worship some weird clown. He was on meth before it was even cleared in Missouri. And that Loon Medius, the guy was selling meth in Kansas, so he should have got locked up. Fucking locked up them for having a surrogate soundboard feed. I have a clip second of them acting like they're vomiting, saying everybody was dead. That's why I'm leaning down at the apartment mocking that shit. I'm gonna put West Touchers. I'm gonna call them West Touchers at that fucking whatever the fuck they have trying to act like they're slick and shit. Call them West Touchers. I have that fucking Legend of Zelda shit. One of them put the hand in between their Tegas and fucking that Douglas skull, and I know that shit floats up. I'll call them West Touchers. But I'm gonna put hands on fucking El Patron's fucking red fucking building and draw John Garcia's fucking body outline. Put a rainbow coming out of his ass. And I'm gonna spell West Touchers. They can't do a fucking thing to me. I don't know what the fuck I have on them. I'm gonna put West Touchers and put John Paul Garcia's fat body with a bald head with a rainbow coming out of his ass. Earrings long as fuck. West Touchers. I'm gonna call them West Touchers no matter what the fuck they say about me. They're West Touchers. But I transferred out of that shit. They're fucking weird if you're trying to touch you down there. West Touchers. I'm gonna put hands. My opening is gonna have hands. The rainbow coming out of John Paul Garcia's ass. I'm gonna mock that Namco F and shit. West Touchers broadcasting live. They can't go. If I can go back to the footage of Truman over them telling me whatever the fuck at 4 in the morning had hair when he was bald headed in that music video. So what the fuck in an open casket got shot in his nads or got shot in the back? I don't know. Or car parts on him. I wasn't there. I'm all calling West Touchers at that fucking shit. West Touchers.